Have you ever felt life's chaos dragging you down, leaving you stuck in endless battles? Imagine being able to transform each challenge into a stepping stone to greatness. In this video, I'll share 10 powerful Stoic habits that will help you master your mind, overcome obstacles, and achieve inner peace. Let's get started. Let's dive into these 10 Stoic habits that will set you on a path to true greatness, starting with one of the most crucial principles, mastering your thoughts. In Stoicism, there's a fundamental belief that the quality of our lives hinges on the quality of our thoughts. Marcus Aurelius, one of the great Stoic philosophers, reminded us that happiness is a choice that starts within our minds. But how often do we feel swept away by our thoughts, constantly reacting to every worry or fear that pops into our heads? We let those thoughts dictate our emotions and ultimately our actions. Imagine what it would be like if, instead, you could control those thoughts. Imagine if, every day, you had the power to choose which thoughts shaped your actions. To do this, you don't need hours of deep meditation. It starts with a small, consistent practice of mindfulness. Take 5 minutes each morning to simply observe your thoughts. Watch them, and notice that they are just thoughts, temporary, fleeting, and sometimes unreliable. Sam Harris, a modern advocate of mindfulness, describes this practice as taking a step back and observing without attachment. When you can observe your thoughts rather than react to them, they lose their power over you. You begin to see that they are not absolute truths, but simply interpretations or reactions. This distance allows you to take control, respond calmly, and focus on the reality of the moment. Each day you practice this, you'll find yourself gradually detaching from thoughts that don't serve you, creating a peaceful space from which you can tackle life's challenges with clarity. With our thoughts in order, let's move to simplifying your tasks. Often we are overwhelmed not by a lack of time, but by the weight of the tasks we've created for ourselves. Seneca taught that time isn't our problem, it's how we manage it. How many times have you looked at a list of tasks and felt completely paralyzed, unsure of where to begin? One powerful Stoic approach is to simplify and break down these tasks into small, achievable steps. When you focus on one small action at a time, a seemingly overwhelming project becomes manageable. This is where the 2-minute rule comes in handy. Start with something so small you can't resist doing it. For instance, if your goal is to write a report, commit to writing just one sentence. If your task is to organize your desk, start with one drawer. Breaking tasks down in this way removes the feeling of dread and gives you immediate progress. Over time, these small actions build momentum, making even the biggest challenges achievable. Now let's talk about strengthening your body. The Stoics understood that physical health directly impacts mental resilience. Marcus Aurelius cautioned that a weak or cluttered mind often accompanies a weak body, so they encouraged regular physical exercise. For the Stoics, physical training wasn't about aesthetics. It was about endurance, resilience, and facing discomfort to strengthen character. When you push yourself physically, you are not only building a stronger body, but also teaching your mind to persist through discomfort. A daily walk, a workout, or even a stretch session can do wonders for mental clarity and resilience. Remember, it's about consistency, not intensity. By training your body regularly, you train your mind to face life's challenges with the same determination. Moving forward, we come to managing your finances. This may seem practical, but managing your finances is critical to mental peace. The Stoics believed in self-sufficiency and moderation, finding peace in knowing they weren't dependent on external wealth or possessions. Financial stress can dominate your thoughts, leaving you with constant anxiety about bills, debts, or unexpected expenses. Imagine how different you would feel if you took control of your finances and didn't have to worry about unexpected expenses throwing you off track. Start with a simple budget. List your income, track your essential expenses, and separate needs from wants. Establishing an emergency fund can reduce a huge source of stress, providing peace of mind. The habit of financial discipline creates stability, which frees up mental space for more meaningful pursuits and allows you to live with less worry. With finances in check, we come to the next point, nourishing your body. What we consume has a profound effect not only on our physical health but also on our mental clarity. The Stoics believed in simplicity and self-discipline, even in their diets. They knew that indulgence weakens the mind and leads to poor decision-making. We've all been there. After a long, exhausting day, you reach for fast food, eat quickly, and later feel guilty and drained. Imagine instead if you consciously chose food that would nourish you, food that energizes you rather than depletes you. When you take the time to choose fresh, unprocessed foods and plan your meals, you're choosing self-respect. Preparing meals ahead of time is one way to avoid impulsive, unhealthy choices. Food fuels not only your body, but also your mind, and being intentional with it strengthens your self-discipline. Remember, true freedom comes from having control over your impulses, including what you consume. Next is a habit that gives life meaning. Discovering your purpose. Life without purpose is like wandering through a maze without an exit. Marcus Aurelius emphasized that every action should have a purpose, in alignment with our values and goals. The Stoics believed that finding one's purpose brings clarity and direction, grounding us even in times of uncertainty. Imagine waking up each morning knowing exactly why you're doing what you're doing. To find your purpose, reflect on what you're passionate about, what makes you feel fulfilled, and how you can use that passion to serve others. This concept is deeply rooted in the Japanese concept of ikigai, the intersection of what you love, what the world needs, what you're good at, and what you can be rewarded for. Having a purpose-driven life turns daily actions into meaningful steps towards something greater than yourself, giving you the strength and resilience to face any obstacle that comes your way. With purpose guiding us, it's essential to address the obstacles to reaching it, particularly reducing distractions. In our world of constant notifications and messages, distractions are everywhere. Studies show that it can take us over 20 minutes to regain focus after a single interruption. The Stoics would remind us to direct our attention to what matters most. Imagine if, every day, you silenced your notifications, cleared your workspace, and committed to focused work in timed intervals. For example, using the Pomodoro technique, 25 minutes of deep work followed by a short break can significantly improve your productivity. By minimizing distractions, you reclaim your time and energy, allowing you to concentrate fully on tasks that align with your goals and values. Focusing on what's important instead of reacting to every distraction is a practice of self-discipline that leads to lasting progress. Now, balancing your mind is essential in the face of life's inevitable changes. We can't control external events, but we can always control our responses. Marcus Aurelius advised that maintaining inner calm is the foundation for wise decision-making. Life will throw challenges at us, but our power lies in how we choose to respond. The Stoics believed in observing events with objectivity and not reacting impulsively. Take a moment to breathe before responding to difficult situations. This pause creates a space for you to respond thoughtfully instead of reacting emotionally. Practicing mindfulness daily by simply taking a few deep breaths and observing your thoughts helps to build resilience. When you balance your mind, you gain clarity and composure, making each decision from a place of calm wisdom. Our next habit is a powerful motivator for continuous improvement: seeking excellence. Excellence for the Stoics was not about perfection, it was about growth. Marcus Aurelius famously said that the perfection of character is to live each day as if it were your last. It's not about grand gestures, but small, consistent actions. Think about athletes like Serena Williams, who train not to be perfect, but to improve every single day. In our daily lives, seeking excellence means finding ways to be slightly better than yesterday. Whether it's in our work, relationships, or personal growth, striving for improvement strengthens our character. Don't aim to be the best instantly, aim to be better each day. This compounding growth will take you further than you ever imagined, making excellence not just a result, but a habit embedded in every action. Finally, let's talk about the bedrock of all Stoic habits: persevering through all challenges. Life is unpredictable, full of obstacles and setbacks that seem designed to test our limits. Marcus Aurelius believed that every obstacle was an opportunity. He said, "The obstacle in the path becomes the path." Each challenge, in his view, was not a barrier but a stepping stone. Imagine working on a project, facing setback after setback. The Stoic perspective teaches us to see each challenge as a lesson, an opportunity to build patience, courage, and resilience. When we encounter difficulties, instead of shrinking from them, we can choose to persevere. Set realistic goals, celebrate small wins along the way, and stay focused on your long-term vision. Surround yourself with people who uplift you, who remind you of the strength you have to keep going. Each time you choose to persist, you are building a reserve of strength and resilience that will serve you throughout your life. Perseverance is the key to greatness because it transforms obstacles into opportunities for growth.